Good morning, coffee lovers. My name's William and you're watching Camo Coffee Critic. Today I'm up here in Morristown, Tennessee at Snowbird Coffee. Now, before we get started, I just want to note that this isn't the flagship location, but this is their smaller location. Just from Google, aesthetically, I could have chosen to go to the flagship location, but I've ended up here after coming through Jefferson City. So if you're in Morristown, Tennessee, Snowbird Coffee, I've seen great reviews on Google, so I'm going blind, so I don't know what to expect, so I'm definitely excited to get in here and check it out just based on what I've seen on Google. So let's get in here and check it out. Alright, so now that we're inside, first things first, as always, before I get started here, I just want to mention that this is not the flagship location. The original location is in Newport. If you guys get a chance, just look it up on Google Maps. Thank you. And I think they have like a trolley at their location. It's a more, I guess, picturesque setting than what I'm at now, but why not shed some light on their, I guess, lesser known, I don't know if that's the right terminology, but their smaller location. But I believe they roast their own coffee, so that's good to hear. But before I keep yapping and let this shot die, sorry, these last few Wednesdays you might notice I've kind of stumbled on my words a lot more than usual. Today was more of an impromptu filming session. So, without further ado, espresso. Aroma first. Ooh, that's giving me some, that's a very familiar roasty flavor, almost like, I want to say that's comparable in smell to Artistic Bean in Townsend, which is one of the better shops that I've been to, next to Crema and Capybara. I like that. If that was a candle, I would so burn that. Let's see where we are on flavor. So just like the aroma, right out of the gates, super bold flavor. So usually I would say something along the lines of, if you want to drink espresso, if you're somebody that wants to get into drinking espresso in the morning, this I would not actually recommend if you're just kind of starting out. But the flavor profile of this is very rich. Subtle nuttiness, but oh my gosh, the roastiness, the richness of this espresso shot. I'd say the closest thing to come to this would be Artistic Bean in Townsend. So when it comes to roasting beans, I can tell they know what they're doing. Shout out to Snowbird Mountain Coffee. That's definitely a double thumbs up for me. So let's move on to the drip brew coffee on the next slide. So before we get started on the drip brew coffee, I hope you guys can hear me. I've been having some issues with my microphone lately, so I really hope it's coming through clearly. And you might notice I'm kind of hunched over. I'm sitting on a couch, which I don't usually do in my videos. It's kind of got my crutches in my bag over there. But I like this nice little by the window couch set up here. So what I would assume is their house blend aroma. So just like the espresso, you get that pungent, and that's a good pungent, roastiness right off the bat. I want to say, I could be wrong, but I don't think that's air roasted. I think that might be actually fire roasted, like Artistic Bean. So let's see where we are on the flavor profile. So, contrary to the smell, the flavor profile is actually a lot lighter. It's not as pungent and in your face as when you smell it, but the aroma has that kind of, not campfire, but like roastiness to it, but the flavor has a nice smooth profile to it. Not too acidic. It's a fairly easy drinking coffee, but it's, for somebody that wants like less coffee flavor, again, I wouldn't recommend it for somebody looking for something extremely easy drinking, because this has such a bold flavor profile. That is excellent. So let's move on to I had to look at the menu, the blackberry white mocha in the next slide. I don't know why I keep saying that. Let's move on to the blackberry white mocha. Alright, last but certainly not least, the blackberry white mocha. So, I think the last time I had a blackberry drink was Farewell Coffee in Asheville, North Carolina, where they actually put some of the blackberry, I guess they dried it out, and I don't know if they roasted it with their beans, but they did something with the blackberries to where when they ground the beans, it was just, I think they ground the beans with whole blackberries, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Farewell Coffee in Asheville, sorry if I got that wrong, but I'm expecting that fruity, nutty, kind of rich flavor, given what I've experienced with the espresso and the drip brew. So, I'm gonna stop doing the aroma on the lattes because it's just gonna smell like milk for the most part. So, let's dig in. Oh wow. So when you talk about in your face, just like amazing fruit flavor right off the bat, you just get the first thing you notice is the blackberry, but you get the mellowness and sweetness of the white chocolate, and then to top it all off, that roastiness of the espresso is what you get last. So it like hits you in waves. And that's happening as I'm speaking. That's wow. So far in these series of 3 videos today, that is, wow. This drink alone, with this drink alone, I am so glad that I stopped in here at Snowbird Mountain. Just, oh my goodness. So with that alone, that places Snowbird Mountain right up there with Capybara, right up there with Crema, and right up there with Artistic Bean, because that is a flavor, and Farewell, don't let me forget that one. But I'm gonna place you guys pretty high, because just the quality of espresso, the coffee, and to finish it all off, the blackberry white mocha is, and that's a flavor that you don't come across a lot with coffee shops. I've got to find out more about that, but I can't put into words how unique and well executed that is. So let's have a final look around, and let's get outside for final impressions, which 2 thumbs up already from me, so I'm looking forward to telling you guys what I think. Alright, so final impression time. I don't know what to say, but Snowbird coffee, just from the espresso, the drip brew, and just the quality of the fruit flavor in that latte, you have placed yourselves among the ranks of Capybara, Crema Coffee in Nashville, Capybara's in Knoxville, Artistic Bean in Townsend. So you guys are among the best coffee shops that I've ever stopped at. So way more than a 2 thumbs up from me. There's a motorcycle going by. You can probably hear that in the audio. But oh my gosh, the flavors were amazing. Just the craft quality of the espresso, I can tell just from the aroma, the flavor, and just my words as an amateur reviewer of coffee cannot describe. So if you're in Morristown or Newport, I highly recommend stopping in at Snowbird Mountain Coffee Company in Morristown and Newport, Tennessee. If you guys like my channel and you want to see me grow, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and hit that bell if you want to get notified whenever I post new content, and that's every Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. So, as always, my name's William, and this has been Camo Coffee Critic. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone. Hello and welcome to the end of Season 1. Season 2 is coming up soon, but to close out this season, let's go over my top 5 coffee shops from Season 1. Farewell Coffee in Asheville, North Carolina. Unique flavors, perfect crafted quality from the baristas, landing Asheville, North Carolina Farewell Coffee at number 5. When it comes to expertise in coffee, it's hard to beat Rowan Coffee, so I was pleasantly surprised when I visited here, landing Rowan Coffee at number 4 for flavor and atmosphere. Coming in at number 3, hard to beat a local favorite in Townsend, Tennessee, the Artistic Bean. In my opinion, they're in a class of their own, landing the perfect roasty flavor and a unique touch only in Townsend, Tennessee. Number 2, previously the best cup of coffee I had had in my travels in Nashville, Tennessee, Crema Coffee is top of its class. Here's some honorable mentions. Capybara Coffee will always be one of my favorites. Orchard Coffee in Waynesville, North Carolina. Two-Faced, R.I.P. in Friendsville, Tennessee. Velo Coffee, Goodman, and Bud's Farmhouse Coffee in Oak Ridge. And coming in at number 1, yes, the video you just watched. Snowbird Mountain Coffee is a flavor that I have not experienced in my travels, and it's completely unique. I highly recommend you check out either of their locations in Newport or Morristown, Tennessee. When it comes to flavor and uniqueness, Snowbird Mountain comes out at number 1.